afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here, Signature eSports. The pleasure to have you live at a charge. A little countdown to green action presented by Lunatic Designs. We're ready to go here for Wednesday night Truck Series action. SIM500 back in action with the WBD Diecast Truck Series again. You're on iRacing, your platform for sim racing. We are looking pretty darn snazzy tonight. Pretty excited, pretty thrilled. Pretty awesome. I want to look at something real quick. I want to make sure this is working. Mr. Van Ness, thank you for the like. Yeah, I want to make sure that all of that was working properly because I wanted to. I want to make those adjustments. I wasn't able to get to it before we started. Doing the thing. So, the WBD Diecast Truck Series here, Week 5, Richmond Raceway here tonight, as the drivers look to have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. I love Richmond. It's a racetrack that it's a racetrack within a racetrack. There's multiple grooves that you're going to be able to run. But the bottom side's going to be that lane. Now, when drivers get out there and they start running, you might see a little bit of freeness out of turn 2. There's a lot of bumps on this racetrack. There's a lot of things that, let's face it, can show up and show out. And it's pretty insane. Pretty insane to see. Pretty insane to watch. And pretty awesome to be able to make things happen in those regards. I want to make sure that I've got two things going. I've got to make sure that something is working properly on the race results because it was backwards for me the other day, and I want to make sure everything's good. So, all right, we're good. That was those are the practice race results, so we're good there. Race info. Here for Week 5 here at Richmond Raceway. The track temperature, it's kind of calm. It's kind of balmy. It's kind of, it's everything you can ask for when it comes to all of those things. 89 degrees, it's pretty decent here. Sunset skies happening here at Richmond is 84 degrees on the air temperature, 66% humidity, partly cloudy skies, 2 mile an hour wind. 120 laps tonight for these drivers as we'll see 100% fuel. No fast repair, and I believe the 4 sets of tires still stand. Hello, Rick. How you doing, brother? I appreciate you. Thank you for being out there. Thank you for being on driver cam as well. I appreciate that. We have a couple driver cams. Speaking of that, there's the man. He's got to do the thing. It's a big old hey friends. But a big old look at his goatee. I like his goatee. Full send, sir. Then, of course, we got Mr. Harlow out there ready to rock and roll. Fast times at Ridgemont High. I mean, what? What? Words. What's up, Rich? Mr. Swavely. Rick Man Warrior Racing. We love to see it. Tonight's going to be a good night. WBD Diecast on board. You can check out sim500.com. All the links for every sponsor they have is right there on their website, sim500.com. It's an easy website to remember. So make sure you get out there and check them out. WBD Diecast doing custom diecasts for all of your needs out there. Make sure you check them out and give them some love, give them some support. This is going to be a good racetrack, and I like Richmond. Richmond has a tendency to bode well for the long run. Has a tendency to showcase those who can save tires, especially late in the run, and a lot of the drivers. Ready to knock it down. I think that's what it is. So the one thing you don't want to do is knock down the wall. That wall is atrocious. It's terrible. Folks, we're live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. If you haven't done so, reach up, hit that like button for me. It goes a long way to support what we do. If I sound like a chipmunk, please let me know because I want to make sure that the microphone's still working the proper way. All those things. So, but outside of that, we're going to have ourselves a good old-fashioned slugfest with Richmond. One thing about this racetrack, and it's a lot bigger than a lot of folks think. Some people call it a half-mile track. It's a 3/4 mile racing surface. iRacing has a 0.72 mile length, but this D-shaped oval, the race line and the race laps, they feel like they take a moment. Matt Allen Transportation and Matt Allen Esports on board with us tonight. We appreciate Matt Allen and all they have going on. Thank you to Chop Shop for the driver cams. Thank you to Lunatic Designs for a pre-race every single dang old day. If you want to sponsor Signature eSports, best way to do that is get a hold of me through one of our social media platforms. You can also reach out to me on Discord. It's $10 a week, and you're on everything we do. So, yeah, thank you. What else? That's it. Starting grid. Drivers line up. Mark Jorgensen Jr., Justin Fuller is going to be your front row on the start of this one. Ross Harlow, the fourth, is going to be out there with Brian Macklin at row number 2. Jason Knobloch is going to be out there with Ty Bass in row number 3. J.P. Phillips, David Schildhouse, row number 4. Wesley Donaldson, Stephen Harlow, row number 5. E.J. O'Rourke, Tommy Ryan, row number 6. Row 7 is going to be Nelson Rivera. I'm sorry. Row 7 is Alex Bryson, Brian Pinal, Nelson Rivera, Jeff Ryan in row number 8. Row 9 is going to be Tyler Dalton, Joey Chatina. Bobby Wetzel, Jonathan Schweikart is going to be out there in row 10. Row 11, Troy Haight, Logan Kogar, Rich Swabley, Barry Stevens making up that an extra row. We'll go down to Kevin Brown and Charles Wood in row 13. Row 14 is going to be Chad Coleman and Ron Holyfield. We'll see Paul Crumbery out there with Jeff Hollingsworth in row 15, row 16, Kevin Stone, Joe Hudson, Eric Arnold, Ray Rogers, Brent Scott, James Dewar. They're tail end of that group. We'll see John Fowler, Patrick Colby there in row 19. Row 20 is going to be Stephen Miles, Bentley Glazer. Jason Karlovich is going to be out there with Randy Yoakum in row 21. Row 22, Doug Sigmund, Brian Workman, Mark Schrader, Gerald Livingston through row 46. And I believe that is all of the drivers tonight as Jorgensen Jr. ready to make him go. I tell you what, when the lights come on at this racetrack, speed's going to pick up. It's already a cool track temperature, so we'll have to see how that goes. But the cloud cover is making this racetrack very, 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 very dark. Crazy. Crazy. Hello, Budgie. Thank you, Budgie. You're amazing. If you're kicking butt, taking names, and doing all the things that the Budgie does, and we appreciate you, dear. Hey, I'm under 100 hours again. Yeah. All right, we're ready. I'm ready. Let's do the thing. Green flag. Caution comes out first time as we go to look at what was going on there. Patrick Colby, Gerald Livingston having an issue. Oh, Gerald trying to stay off the wall. Down a touch there. Driver's able to miss that. Some net code. Ooh. It wasn't Gerald Livingston. Who was that? Patrick Colby. It's a massive nose damage there, and Gerald tried to slow down. That was the 60. That was Carl Avage. Oh, Jason, right there. Trying to keep himself off the wall. Tell you what, Patrick coming up a little bit, but that net code pulled him together. So, you know, the dangest of net codes, they do happen. I want to make a change. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Life is trouble. Let you down. Oh, man. Oh, baby. Let me spell some things right. Alrighty. Oh, I gotta make that bigger. I do. I need to make that bigger. Hello. Up we go. Let's go. All right. Let's see what's going to happen. Mark Jorgensen Jr., your race leader. Justin Fuller in second. Fuller trying to go back-to-back weeks here with a win. That would be some momentum that he was talking about, some momentum that he needs. He won last week at an auto club. Chance to be able to do so. Dover's going to be next week. Bristol Motor Speedway. We got a short track, a slew of short tracks over the next 3 weeks, including this week. It's going to be pretty fun. It's going to be a blast. It'll be Wednesday night. So we'll be part of it. SIM500.com. Check them out. Give them some love. Give them some support. And, you know, knock down the door. Pace truck there to the inside. Fuller, Jorgensen Jr., Ross Harlow the fourth. They're going to green. Jorgensen up to the race line. Drops in. Oh, caution back out. James Dewar having an issue. Looked it around, went sideways. Throttle up. All right, to beat Jorgensen, Harlow, Fuller, Ryan Macklin. Justin Block out there. Man, oh man. Let me up with the pace car. They'll do the thing. All right, second caution of the race. Will be 12 laps complete this time by as Jorgensen Jr. leads. Point standings for this series. That's what I was working on, lining out here. As the series standings here for the SIM500 WBD Diecast Truck Series. Chad Coleman leads in the point standings. Stephen Miles second of the point standings. Stephen has 2 wins this early season. Of course, they do have a provisional, so those are going to be some of the races that we'll not see on the standings. Brian Macklin going to be in third. J.P. Phillips, Justin Fuller, your top 5 of the point standings. Jorgensen still looking for his first win. David Schildhouse gained 12 spots last week. Love to see it. Love to see what these drivers are doing. The children ready to go. Next week, again, Dover is where they're going to be at. They'll run 140 laps at the Monster Mile. This racetrack, a ton of fun. All right, let's do the thing. Back to green. Arlo to the outside. Jorgensen up and down. Ready to throttle out. Check in on the field. Brent Scott up 10 spots. Stephen Miles up 12. Miles working 3 wide here, trying to work his way back forward. Stephen Miles bottom side, try to work. This is Jeff Ryan up 3. Working the outside. EJ O'Rourke just ahead. Tommy Ryan, the driver just ahead of Heed. Stephen Harlow, the number 6 truck. Big momentum. Excuse me. Had a message there I had to answer. Sorry, it was important. It was a doctor. Had to listen to a voicemail there, so I do apologize. Kogar up 3. Sweetcard up 3 as well. Jorgensen Jr., Ross Holler the 4th. A big gap here, 1.2 seconds. Justin Fuller again. Fuller saving some tire, trying to make it happen. Brian Macklin in that 3 spot. Good opportunity here as well. David Schildhouse, positive 3 spots gained. Jorgensen Jr. Got to keep it calm. Ross working. I want to check in on Rich. There's my Rick Swaveley. He's got a heavy truck. His Toyota Tundra. He's keeping that bottom side figured out here. He's trying to get himself a clean lane to be able to pull up. This is like bumper-to-bumper traffic here. So tough to make anything happen. You're so out of the throttle right now. It gets free. He can't let the truck extend all the way up. Brett Scott and Tiffany Sells And the south side, like it. I like it a lot. Bobby Wetzel just ahead. Where the outside lane can prevail. And magic numbers working. Fuller, last week's winner. Putting the time, energy, and effort in. Brian Macklin, David Schildhouse. 3 spots gained for Schildhouse. Working the outside lane. Ooh, Tommy Ryan, a little free. 99. Traveling back forward. 91 on the outside. Jeff Ryan down to the bottom. That fourth lane, or that third lane being kind of free on quarter exit at a turn 4. That's what I meant by 4. And Jorgensen 1.2. All the dang old things. Everybody's having a good race so far. Right now, Jorgensen working. Alex Bryson off 6 for the start of the race. Tyler Dalton off 1. Kogar right next to the wall. That's how close these drivers get to the wall. This is just ahead of the rear spoiler, or the rear wing on the deck lid of this truck. An understatement. On to the back straightaway. Little wall scrape for the 88. He's good though. It's just part of the deal. You just don't want to hit it too many times because then that'll pull you backwards, especially when it comes to that right rear. I think any kind of downforce change, it's pretty massive. Ross Harlow 3868 on the I rating, 5403 for Justin Fuller, 4214 for Brian Macklin. Everybody holding on. Check it in. JP Phillips. Let's see how this is working out. Ty Bass off 2. Good push to the corner. Corner out. Working well. Not block there. The 5.5. A little hindrance to cars.com. Chevy Silverado there. Toyota working. Chevy up front. Ross Harlow and a Ford. Justin Fuller catching up here a little bit. That 1.3 second gap that we saw before. It's kind of being managed right now. Jorgensen's last lap, 22.99. Ross Harlow, 22.96. Fuller, 22.90. Schildhouse, 22.89 is working his way at 4. As E.J. O'Rourke just behind, 23.08 his last time by. 23.03 for Jorgensen Jr. Fuller's starting to put on some pressure here on the 16. 23.11 for Schildhouse last time by. Macklin and the 30 up on the outside. Get a little room off of 1 and 2. Going to be kind of huge. Harlow diamonds the corner there. Exit looks a little bit more close to what you would see. Green 4. Going to work in. Justin Fuller tight up on the race line. Gets a big run here. To try to make that swing. He's working on 3 and 4 to make that swing for 1 and 2. And he might make it here. Dime in the corner, big run off. 1.5 right to the back bumper. Looks to the inside. 5-1. Got to make that pass for second here. 16 back with a crossover. 5-1 slides up. 16 back to the inside. Drive off. The battle for second is on. 16 bottom side. 5-1 can have the pace here. He can have that drive off right there. Harlow to Fuller. Harlow slides back, goes back to third. And Fuller now trying to push forward here late in this run. 39 of 120. .4 seconds the gap. Justin Fuller in second. Ross Harlow in third. Brian Macklin in fourth. David Schildhaus in fifth. E.J. O'Rourke just ran a 23.13. Fastest drivers of the racetrack running fifth and seventh. Knobloch just ran a 23.08, 23.06 for David Schildhaus. They start to work on catching Mark Jorgensen Jr. and Justin Fuller. So far, so good. A lot of traffic back here. We have not yet met lap traffic. Randy Oakham in 38th is the first driver a lap down. He's just hoping for a caution here. Kevin Stone, same concept right there with him. Big blink out of a driver there. There's Mark Schrader. Working to the inside. Looks like that's the 78 up high. As Barry Stevens just had a little bit of a blink there. He's good. Nobody disappeared for too long. Now the lap traffic starting to come into the sights as Jorgensen Jr. still holding on to what he has. Brian Wertman, last driver on the lead lap right now. Ron Holyfield just ahead of him at 25. Joe Hudson at the 49. Barry Stevens at the 78. 49 of Joe Hudson looking to work down to the bottom side. Ray Rogers in the 11. Running the Ghost Energy. I like it. Paul Crummery in the 29. Just to here with the 28 rolling. Massive. Jorgensen Jr. 1.5 the gap. Right now, Justin Fuller. Comfortable where he's at. Ross Harlow dropping back a little bit here. Brian Macklin playing catch up. 0.2 of a second difference here. Eric Arnold in and out of pit road. Tires and fuel to try to make it to the end. We'll see what he does as he leaves pit road and how fast he's going to be. Eric Arnold, danger of going 2 laps down right now. 77 just ahead. And it's James Dewar is your leader. Smacks the wall a little bit there. Fuller will be able to play catch up here. Jorgensen out of the corner. Caution comes out. Eric Arnold got to left pit road and got loose on the bottom side of the racetrack and spun out in front of him, just trying to collect the truck. Well, that changes a few things. Ryan Wertman coming around is going to stay out and came out on lap 10, so a little fuel that time. Bice is going to have a little extra. We'll see if he lets any driver go by. Stephen Miles staying out as well. Bentley Glazer. Stephen Miles coming up here ready. It said that they didn't come to pit road. I think they were just behind the traffic. Colby, thank you for the like, sir. I appreciate you. There they go. Ryan Workman coming in. Jorgensen Jr. cycles to the lead. Thank you, Colby. I appreciate you, my friend. I hope you all are having a wonderful night. Let's see. Doug Sigmund, the 04 coming around. We're going to see a couple of drivers released here. 48, one of those drivers, Mark Schrader. Going to get back on the lead lap. Randy Yoakum coming off pit road. Kevin Stone dropping to the tail end, so he'll be one of the first drivers a lap down. This will be Randy Yoakum. He will be a lap down, so he'll have to drop the tail of the field. Lights are off for the pace truck. We're going to go back to it. We'll see who does what, how long, and for how many food stamps. Yeah, no. Remember that saying? I don't know. If you're in the 80s, you probably remember that the food stamp joke. It's funny. They're going to green. 50 of 120 being completed. Move free for the 5-5 back there. Caution comes back out. Brent Scott. Got free. Woo! A good save. Kevin Stone should be your lucky dog here. Get one of those laps back. All right, 8851, ready to go. All the things, folks. All the things. All right, they're gonna do that. I gotta do something real quick. I gotta get an invoice from what I've got going on with treatment. So give me a second. right, just says hello. All right, quick thing here. Sorry, I had likes and stuff like that. I had a thing that said, hey, do this on Facebook as well. And that's what happened. Here's what happened to bring out this caution. It's like right at the tail end of 56, right here. 21 got free. 46 was there. The whole field just packed full right there. 77, the 8. Randy Yoakum. Drivers trying to get squared away. Ryan Pinal involved. Paul Crumley. Right here in the, like the 29. Happened right in his lap. Just nowhere. There's the 25 of Holyfield. Joe Gitina involved right here. He just, that happened right afterwards. Man, oh man, Nelson Rivera, Troy Haight. This was two separate incidents that happened here. Just trying to hold on. 46 gets sent around. Kevin Stone. I think he had to just stop. Oh, yeah. Just trying to navigate what can be chaos sometimes. We're going to green. Let's go. (88.51). There's David Schildhouse up to third. Bottom side, 5-1 there, 16 back outside. Harlow trying to make it stick. Brian Macklin, EJ O'Rourke up on the outside lane. Caution back out. Like Alex Bryson might have been involved. Maybe not. Back here, hold on. Right there with the 04. Randy Yoakum shot the inside lane. There's that's Doug Sigmund. There's Stephen Harlow right there. Stay out of it. 8 exits, gets up to the 04. Straightens him back out. They roll back forward. Sheesh. Brian Pinal coming to pit road. Thank you for the clips, Budgie. I appreciate you. Troy Haight's going to be on pit road as well. Stephen Harlow back on pit road. Number 6 truck trying to work his way back forward. Lots of interesting things. Just gotta make it work. That is Mr. Rich Swavely. Yeah, loosen it up. Loosen up. Up to 17th right now. Stephen Harlow still a lap down, coming off pit road. Trying to rebound this night. 6th caution of the race. The tough racetrack. But it's a fun racetrack. Richmond is the track that I often go a lap down, folks. Maybe 2, maybe 8. But it can be fun, depending on what you're driving. (88.51), the 20. Should be lights off this time by. Ross Harlow, the fourth, looking. He is looking. SIM500 WBD Diecast Truck Series. Each and every Wednesday night. I see a couple of cautions here. But hey, cautions doth happen. All the magnificent things in the world ready for racing. 88, 5, 1, 20, 16, 41, 30, 99, the 5, 5, the 4, and the 18. Kogar up to 10th. Restart zone. They're going. Through the gears. They're off. Fuller, good restart. It's going to be right there to the outside of the 88. Drive off for the 88 on new tires. Still newer tires. They'll come in at 46. Wall tap there. 5-1 searching for the inside. 88 down. Drive off. 88, 5-1 side by side into the corner. 20 a little free. 5-1 to try to pull the 88 back. 88 working the outside lane, down to the door. 5-1 not quite clear, up to the 88. 20 there until 5-1 clears himself off the nose of the 88. Here comes Schildhouse. Caution back out. Rich Swavely. Just got free. I think he had to stab the brake there to stand on the back of that driver in front of him. Let's take a look at it again. Let me back up here. That was the 3 in front of him. Three right there. Just formulating the plan. Stephen Harlow should be your lucky dog. Should get that free pass as they go to work. Evers back into it. All right, Ross coming to pit road. Chance for just a little bit extra on the cycle here. Drivers just over halfway, about 10 laps past halfway on this next time by. Rich Slavely coming to pit road, getting the nose worked on just a little bit here. Maybe some tires. Check on the truck. Justin Fuller, your race leader. Schildhouse will be second. Mark Jorgensen Jr. in third.
Budgie 5 lost their mind and just cheered 500 bits.
Budgie lost her mind, cheered 500 biddies. Thank you, dear. I appreciate the 500 bits. You're amazing. Oh, thank you. Add to the timer. Add to the timer. Thank you, dear. I appreciate you. We're getting down to it. We're getting down to it. Thank you, dear. I appreciate that. I appreciate your generosity. And I appreciate you being there whenever I have these iRacing broadcasts. You're an absolute legend and a scholar. You really are. E.J. O'Rourke, Brian Macklin, Justin Knobloch. There's going to be Tommy Ryan. 13 spots gained for Logan Kogar. Bass off 2. Buckhurt's going to be off. Positive 9 spots so far. Hard charger right now. Stephen Miles at 21. He's in 18th. Needs a restart or two to go his way. 5-1, he elects the outside lane on the restart. Be the 20, the 41 on the outside. And then Jorgensen Jr. will go back to 4th because of the way the restart structures itself. Fuller, Schildhouse, Jorgensen, E.J. O'Rourke. Justin Fuller trying to go back to back. 7 cautions so far. Garner Green. Fuller on the outside lane. O'Rourke there as well. Restart advantage. The 5-1. 73 and 120 being completed. 88 to the outside. 88 drops into the corner right behind David Schildhouse. 20 backing up the corner. Fuller able to extend quarter second now as A.J. O'Rourke looks and charges. Down second lane, 20 back to the bottom. 88 up on throttle. The more they run, the better the gap for Fuller can be. But right now, Ryan Macklin just behind Mark Jorgensen Jr. A.J. trying to get clear of the 20. Double break out the corner. Big full send, second lane, trying to get clear. 20 still there, nipping at his heels. 41. Still working. Right now, up and out, 88, 41, clear of the 20. He's going to be able to drop into the bottom side of the racetrack if he wants it. Nope, he's going to go to the outside. He saw the run. Going to be able to take it, 41 to the 5-1. Outside, inside, quarter second, Justin Fuller. David Schildhouse working. Jorgensen Jr. back to the inside. Clears up for the 10. Oh, the 20 has to make that dive. And right now, 88, 41, side by side for these two. Jorgensen Jr. trying to get clear of the 20. 30 right behind. Knobloch there as well. Tommy Ryan up 5. 3 wide for E.J. O'Rourke. 88 able to push. Drops in. 41 bottom side. 20 way up out of the groove. Trying to get a run out of the corner. Ryan Macklin closes the distance down there as well. E.J. O'Rourke. Still third lane. Tires a little high. Caution comes out. Randy Yoakum. At free. Right there with Nelson Rivera. Just holding on to it for all it's worth. He rode that thing loose for a hot minute. Right here. 3 and 4. 16 bottom side. 48 on the outside. Just stepped out on him. Right into the 16, right into Nelson, into the 11. Just trying to hold on to it. It's a reset. Justin Fuller, your race leader. Ray Rogers coming to pit road. Lucky Dog this time by. Should be Doug Sigmund with the 04. All right, 04 coming around. There's your Lucky Dog 8th caution of the race. Newest tires in the field. Right there, about lap 80. I think Justin Knobloch at the 5.5, so Joey Chattina came in on 5.7. He got some damage fixed. 69 for Ross Harlow, the 4th. Bruce Slavely came in on 69 as well. Got more of that damage fixed on that nose. He's fine. Jeff Ryan coming to pit road in that 3 truck. Everybody else came in on 46, trying to make it to the end. It's an understatement. It's beginning to look a lot. right, lights are off on the pace car. We're going to go back to it. Justin Fuller on the restarts. If he could keep Schildhouse and Jorgensen Jr. side by side, E.J. O'Rourke, he is able to time the restart again, slide up, and get a run on the 5-1. That's an opportunity, but hey, teammates here. Who's going to do it? 5-1, trying to go back-to-back. EJ trying to get his first win of the season. They're going. They're green. 88 to the inside. 41 outside. 88 launches here. Side by side into the corner. Jorgensen Jr. looking to the inside. E.J. O'Rourke right there on the outside lane. 20 trying to find a hole. 41 trying to park the outside lane, trying to get clear. Jorgensen Jr. trying to utilize every bit of that race line. Dirty air on the bottom. 41 on the outside. 41 pitches down. Troy Haight had an issue. Caution comes back out. Holyfield. Oh, 70. He comes down in front of the 77. The 77 is there. 25 goes around, and Holyfield trying to avoid that one. The time of the caution. Jorgensen Jr. looked to be ahead, but we'll have to take the scoring loop on that one, I do believe. So, you know, it's not a great camera. It's not a great camera at all. Hold on. Bam. Bam. I don't know. EJ might have been ahead here. Well, that's close. About as close gets. All right, back to it. So it probably goes to the scoring loop because they just crossed the start-finish line. So that would be the way I would describe it. Ninth caution of the race. 5-1-4-1. 88 of Mark Jorgensen Jr. David Schildhouse ready to go. Like a dog coming around. The Charles Woods. He'll get one of his 4 laps back. Or one of his 5 laps back. He comes back around. Thank you to WBD Diecast Customs. Thank you to SIM500 for having us on board on Wednesday nights. We thank you all very much for being fantastic human beings. Thank you to Lunatic Designs, Chop Chop Racing, Matt Allen eSports, and of course, and always, we would thank everybody for kicking butt, taking names, doing all the awesome sauce that everybody does. All right, we're ready for it. Do the thing, folks. Justin Fuller. Woohoo. Oh. Gonna warm those tires up. Gonna mash on the restart here. Race truck's in. Restart zone coming up. We're going to green. Fuller to E.J. O'Rourke. How about Brian Macklin? Looking. O'Rourke to the bottom side. 20 throttles up, throttles out. Jorgensen Jr. trying to get to him. Whoa! Gets free up into the 20. 88, 20, save it. EJ O'Rourke, defensive line there. Schildhouse and Jorgensen Jr. Oh, big stack up there. Jorgensen sideways. Middle parking lot here. You got 40 trucks going around. There's not much you can do there. That all started with Jorgensen Jr. way up here. Wow. Right here, Jorgensen. It's in the corner. Oh, has to lock up. It's free. Into the 20, able to go around. And then the field. Into the corner. They're 4 wide there, and they just stack up in front of them. And the 6 gets into the back of the 88. 14 goes around. That was insane. There were 4 wide. Was that big of a check up there? But look at, we'll go to the 6 of Stephen Harlow right here. Look at that, 4 wide ahead of him. 4 wide right there. 4 wide again. Harlow having to get out of that. Get out of the throttle. Was unable to get out of the throttle. Little blinks there. No big deal. Justin Fuller, 10th caution. Yeesh. Charles Wood's back here. Patrick Colby's going to be your lucky dog. Charles Wood unable to avoid that. Fuller still your race leader. Fuller, EJ O'Rourke, Brian Macklin, Tommy Ryan, Wesley Donaldson will be your top 5 currently. Abyssal, welcome back. Thank you for the like. I appreciate you. All right, thank you for following. I appreciate everybody. Thank you to all of you. Hello, everyone. Hello. Let's go. All right, thank you for sharing. 5141 side by side, 30 in tow. Tommy Ryan of the 99 up there in the mix. EJ O'Rourke, Brian Macklin in tow. Right now, here comes Tyler Dutton. 31 spots for Stephen Miles as well. Has been able to avoid a ton of what's going on. 24 laps to go. $19.34. There is JP Phillips. What would you do for a Klondike bar? That's pretty much the way I see it. There's the 91. Tyler Dalton, caution comes out. Able to make some things happen. Kevin Stone. Good. Oh, James Dewar, Patrick Colby back here. 77 got free. Patrick Colby in the 28. Oh, 77 a little tight. 28 got into him. Ouch. Kevin Stone back on pit road. Doug Sigmund on the lead lap. Charles Wood should be your lucky dog here. Patrick Colby still trying to work his way back into the mix here. Be 20 laps to go for Justin Fuller when they cross the line. 11 cautions so far. Everybody. Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's getting warm. Computers are getting a little warm. Coleman up 17. There's Charles Wood. He's going to be coming around. He's going to get that lap back. Kevin Stone's going to be 2 laps down. 5-1 to the 4-1, 30, 99, 91. Big chance here for these drivers. Justin Fuller. Here's a 20 coming off pit road. So from the pole, Jorgensen back to 22nd. He came out on 92. So this there's a chance to make up some ground here, but it's so tough to pass. To get there to the lead, you're going to have to do some sketchy things. Mark Schrader in on 92 as well. Stephen Harlow in on 62. Joe Hudson came out on 93. 92 for Joe Jettina. Doug Sigmund, Troy Haight came out on 100. So if they've got the tires to use, can they make up any spots? About Tommy Ryan there to the outside. He's got a little bit of clean airs. Can he get himself a little extra groove here? Tommy Ryan, Ryan Macklin, E.J. O'Rourke. The drivers push where they need to. E.J. O'Rourke bottom side. Tommy Ryan doing exactly what E.J. O'Rourke did to a lot of drivers earlier. Tommy's going to be able to drop in second lane. Can he get the throttle out here? Run some of his fastest laps. A little bit of clean air. Oh! E.J. O'Rourke had the 30 there. And 41 trying to battle back. Half second the gap here. 16 laps to go. Throttle out for the 99. Was almost clear there. And now E.J. O'Rourke. You can see Tommy drop in right behind him. Ryan Macklin down there as well. Tommy's got to set up the corner to try to make this pass for second. Ryan Macklin there as well. Wesley Donaldson in 6th. Working back forward. How about Stephen Miles at 32 spots, 15 laps to go. Forward to the outside of the 91. 34 in the middle. E.J. O'Rourke solid for second right now. 8/10 of a second difference here as Tommy Ryan tries to go to work. Tyler Dalton down to the bottom. 0-1 on the outside. Schwecker trying to make more happen. 24 has got something cruising here as Stephen Miles works right in that second lane. 13 laps to go. Needs the restarts. Or needs these laps to go green. 5.5 on the outside. Knobloch Kevin on 80. He's got such newer tires. He's driving around the field here. Able to utilize a little bit of that wall. Trying to protect. Drivers trying to protect. 19 to the 91. 5.5 dives to the inside. 2.7 seconds. 12 laps to go. 91 back on the outside lane. Jorgensen back up to 18. Trying to make something happen here. With the freshest tires right there in that middle portion. Ty Bass, Logan Kogar. Same concept. 46 lap tires. We've got drivers at 34 lap fresher tires. Kogar, no caution comes out. James Deere again. Corner exit. Just snapped on him again. At 46, nowhere to go. He jumps to pit road. So Justin Fuller, a chance here. Oh, man. Looking all coming around the outside. We're swinging back on pit road. Kevin Stone's going to get one of his laps back. He needs one more to be back on the lead lap. So Justin Fuller holding on. We'll have somewhere around 8 laps to go right now. Yep. 112 being completed. $51, $41, $99, $30, $34, the $24, the $01, Knobloch in 8th now. Ian Schweikart, both drivers have a massive tire advantage. They just need to be able to get a good restart here. Justin Fuller not going to give up track position. E.J. O'Rourke in second. Tommy Ryan's going to be in third. Tommy Ryan will restart there on the inside behind E.J. O'Rourke. Ryan Macklin will restart behind Justin Fuller. All right, here we go. Green flag. Oh, 34 down to block the 01. 34 is going to go around up into Tyler Dalton in the 83. 34 came down to block the run of the 01. JP Phillips, they came across the line. Watch this restart. The 01, just newer tires. JP Phillips on an older set. And they got to the line. He dropped low, and JP came down to block, and there's just not much you can do there If you're the 01, gets up to the 5.5. There's nothing you could do. The 01 had the beat on the inside lane. So we have Bass involved as well. It gets turned by Jeff Ryan, I'm sorry, the 3. Not Jeff Ryan. Yeah, that's Jeff Ryan. Turned by Jeff Ryan. They're slowing up there. There's JP Phillips' point of view. JP ran him down. He got hard on the brakes because it was just a bad spot to be in. Thirteenth caution of the race, Justin Fuller. See, Jonathan, he's getting put to pit road there. Jonathan, hold on. The end of the race, you get DQ'd. Not quite sure what happened there. The 01 took a beat on the inside lane after he crossed the start-finish line. And then had the inside lane. JP ran him down the bottom of the racetrack. It was crazy. Five, 1, 4, 1. We'll have a natural green-white checkered attempt coming up. All right, whoa, ready to go. They're going for it. Stephen Miles, bottom side, 2 to go. Brian Macklin, EJ O'Rourke, Tommy Ryan on the outside. Stephen Miles through the field. Trying to make it happen. Justin Fuller coming around. White flag waves, final lap. One more time around. EJ O'Rourke sees Brian Macklin on the inside. EJ trying to throttle up here. Brian Macklin. One last ditch effort to take that 2 spot. Not going to happen. Justin Fuller back to back. In 2 weeks, Justin Fuller comes home with victory lane, able to control the restarts. EJ O'Rourke, Brian Macklin, Tommy Ryan, Stephen Miles, your top 5. Chaos today. Justin Fuller going back to back. EJ O'Rourke and Sackett teammates able to help control the lane, control the restart. And Brian Macklin, the Toyotas make up the top 3. First Chevrolet, Tommy Ryan, Stephen Miles at a Chevrolet. First 4, Chad Coleman in 10th, up 17 spots. Justin Fuller will burn it down and do the thing. And we'll talk about race results. It's practice. There's your race results. Race results. You know, those ones. Justin Fuller, EJ O'Rourke, Brian Macklin, your top 3. Tommy Ryan, Stephen Miles, your top 5. No block. Knobloch finishes in 6th. Kogar in 7th. Wesley Donaldson in 8th. Alex Bryson in 9th. And Chad Coleman in 10th. Jeff Ryan, Jorgensen Jr., Brent Scott, Hollingsworth, Schildhouse, all the way through 15th. Pinal, Tyler Dalton, Joe Hudson, Bass, and Holyfield through 20th. 21st, Rich Swavely, Ross Harlow, the 4th, then Doug Sigmund, Troy Haight, Brian Workman in 25th, Schrader, Jettina, Kevin Stone, Stephen Harlow, J.P. Phillips on the lead lap in 30th. And down the rest of it, 31st, Charles Woods. The 01 finishes in 32nd. Patrick Colby, Barry Stevens, James Dewar, Nelson Rivera, then Randy Yoakum, Ray Rogers, Bobby Wetzel, John Fowler, Finley Glazier, Crumry, then Eric Arnold, Kevin Brown, Karlovich, and Gerald Livingston only able to make a couple of laps. 46 drivers tonight. And back-to-back for Justin Fuller. That's pretty stinking awesome. I said it was going to build momentum. I like it when people prove me right. That's what I'm saying. That's what I doth say. Yeah, it was a good race. Good race. I mean, good race at the end. There was a lot, kind of a lot of cautions, but you know, cautions doth happen, and sometimes cautions happen in a slight regard. You know what I mean? But we'll say it back-to-back weeks. Justin Fuller coming home in victory lane, 2 in a row, and we talked about momentum last week, momentum this week. And short tracks on the schedule for the next couple of weeks. Man, oh man. Finally able to get the lead. Had to just plow it in there and then control every restart from there, man. Congratulations. This one's for the records.
Yeah, thank you. It was a really good race. Well, no, it wasn't a really good race. That was a terrible race. It was great up until we had the unfortunate, unexcusable yellow, but dirty air was really bad, so I was trying to save my stuff. I kind of pushed it that one run to get a lap led, and then I kind of let Mark go. Then I found out dirty air was terrible, so from that point on, I was just trying to make sure that I could at least contend for the lead. He kind of slipped up there, and I was able to get by him, and he fell back from there. So I don't know if I could have ever got by Mark if that never happened, but nonetheless, it worked out in the end for me.
You and EJ controlling some lanes there. EJ able to battle that outside lane. You were the first to take the outside lane on the restart as well. I was surprised not to see that. I mean, this track has so much momentum. If you can get that launch on the outside, you can kind of just let them duke it out behind you.
Yeah, I kind of found out after a couple of those because EJ was able to stay side by side with me on the backstretch that it actually turned better on the bottom on the restarts. I don't know if once the tires warm up a little bit, the outside line works a lot better. So I don't know if I was actually hurting myself a little bit doing that. Obviously, it's tough to pass because he's not getting the entire track to pull up anyway. But on that final restart, I said, I'm just going to take the bottom here and lick my wounds, I guess, see what happens. We weren't really controlling the lanes. We weren't really working together there at the end of the race. I'm not counting them down or anything that late in the race. So anything that happened would have been on them.
Exactly. That's the way I see it. A crazy race. It was definitely a crazy race. And when we had that green flag run in there, I was like, this is going to be interesting to see who's saving, and watching you just kind of push your way back up, get yourself back in a second there in that little stint that was good and green. I mean, the racing seemed like it was going to go that way. A large field, a large amount of talent in the race, and when restarts start happening, it feels like everything just gets pent up, and I think that's what we watched today. It was a lot of, all right, I got to make that move.
Yeah, and I'm sure I'll see it here soon when we go back and review this race, but I don't understand it. We started off the race so good, we had that yellow that shouldn't have happened, and I was like, all right, we can get this thing going again. We'll be fine. We did such a good job at that time around. There's no way we're gonna do it. We've had such great racing at this racetrack in the past, the SIM500. We did an entire Cup race here once, flag to flag, no caution. So I know we're capable of doing it here. I just got to go back and watch it there and see what happened. But unfortunate. I mean, I'm glad we were able to pull off the win, but I wish it would have been a better race to go back and look at anyway.
Well, it was back-to-back wins, so racing throughout and a whole lot of things just kind of fell into people's laps. That's what I'll say. A couple of the incidents were just self-spins, just getting too hard off the corner and maybe not being in a situation that the driver may have needed to be into. But restarts can be treacherous on a racetrack, either especially with when the tires get too cold. But you guys still nonetheless did pretty darn fantastic job. Justin, congratulations on the victory here, man. We'll see you next week at Dover, which should be another fun race. I like Dover. I like Richmond. I think Richmond's a great racetrack, and Dover is the racetrack I got my first win on. So I wear miles close to my heart.
Yeah, I love that track too. It's certainly a driver's racetrack, and we got 2 races back to back coming up on concrete tracks that are bowls. So Dover and Bristol, both really good tracks for me. So I'm looking forward to that.
Bristol's going to be a ton of fun. 3 weeks of short tracks. I like it. Justin, congratulations on victory here. I know you got some stuff you got to do, man. Oh, man. Momentum on your side. Give me shout outs, brother.
Yes, momentum is definitely on our side. We're on a tear right now across all series, basically. So it's been a lot of fun lately. But yeah, thanks to WBD Diecast for sponsoring the series. Thanks to SIM500 Elements, what they do. Thanks to you to put on the broadcast. I'll go back and pick through this tomorrow at work. I'm certainly not gonna have time to do it tonight. Thanks to everybody in the race. Thanks to everybody that watched, and just looking forward to next week at Dover. Hopefully we can rebound and as a league and have a good race there, and maybe we can pull off 3 in a row, or just at least have a good run. So.
3 podiums in a row. It's a good day.
Absolutely.
I love it. Justin, congratulations, man. We'll see you next week, brother.
Thanks. Have a good one.
You too. Justin Fuller coming home in P number 1. Teammate EJ O'Rourke comes home P number 2 tonight. As I was watching the race and I was watching you two kind of work together there at the end. Not so much. What a battle you had. Controlling second. I mean, that's second was yours to lose in the latter part of that race. Congratulations. I know you were trying to work the inside, get the restarts on Justin. You want to win at the end of the day, but man, what a charge there. 9 spots gained today.
This thing on? Man, I can't remember the last time I had a microphone in my face that wasn't at the info care center.
I know. That's why I'm being kind. I'm not saying anything bad. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, I tell you what, this 41 units Coldwell Enterprises Toyota Tundra was fast. I've won a race here before in the Premier Series in the truck, and I think I actually beat Fuller for it. And this thing is tough. He's a tough guy to beat, and I don't think I was going to be able to beat him without a little bit of contact. And I'm actually going to see him tomorrow. I'm driving over to his place, so I don't think that would have gone over the best. So, but hey, I tried. It was tough.
Yeah, if you live close enough to say hi, you probably shouldn't put yourself in that situation. But I mean, you guys raced it out clean. You Jorgensen. Just everybody that was riding there on the restarts. Everything just seemed to be very, very. It was hard racing. A lot of hard racing today.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I know we had a lot of yellows, but it's a lot of guys in the back, I believe. But to be able to race in Macklin and Fuller, Mark Jorgensen, Shieldhouse, Wesley Coleman. I mean, these are the best of the best in this league. I mean, it's hard to beat them. It's hard to pass them. It's hard to be around. Not hard to be around them, but it's hard to beat them guys, and to be able to do that is fun. And I've been racing Fuller for 15 years, as well as Macklin and a lot of these other guys, and I enjoy it. It's special to be able to come on here and race hard and race clean and have fun doing it.
I tell you what, you're hard to beat too. That's like you got to put yourself in that echelon of drivers. It's there, man. It's there.
I appreciate that. You know, I just to toot my own horn here. I am a past Truck Series champion on
Yes.
Wednesday night. So I guess well, I'm the inaugural champion. So I guess I got that for my own going. It's been a while since I won. I haven't put a ton of time into focus into this, but just been busy. But over the winter time, I'll have a little more time, and hopefully we can kind of contend for some wins and get back in victory lane. But it's tough. I really enjoy it. You know, a lot of these times I just come here, shoot for top 10, be clean, and just not cause any issues. And tonight was fun, and I enjoy it, and hopefully we can be talking to you again, sometime soon.
Yeah, Dover. Yeah, we could do that at Dover.
That'd be cool. That'd be really cool.
Dover's a great track. We got Bristol, Dover. We got short tracks coming up. We got as long as we can, everybody can stay out it and hold the brakes, and if things happen, things happen. But you guys have ran in the Truck Series, and on my broadcast, you guys ran Bristol, I think, in the Truck Series last time. It was green to green. So there's not too much here that doesn't bode well for you guys to be able to get out there and put on a show. I mean, this league has so much talent through and through. Sometimes we get unicorns, and I think tonight was a unicorn.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I know people can say all the guys in 30th. I mean, these guys in 30th can run really really well, and 40th. It's just a lot of people in a short track. I mean, there's a lot of talent, a lot of good people throughout this entire field, and I know pretty much all of them. And it is what it is. It's part of it sometimes. And Joey might be frustrated, and some of the other admins, but we've done really well at other places, and it is what it is. And it's just part of the deal sometimes.
EJ, P2, glad to talk to you again, man. Give shout outs, brother. You got it.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, just gotta thank Units, Portable Storage, and Coldwell Enterprises, and say hi to my cats, Snickers and Rusty, on the broadcast here. And I'm headed out to Watkins Glen in the morning to spot the real life number 56 Toyota Tundra, as well as Justin Fuller. So that'll be cool. Head up to Watkins Glen tomorrow for the race, the Camping Trucks or Scratch Truck Series race, excuse me, on Friday evening. So look out for that real life scheme out there Friday evening.
Love it, EJ. Good luck in the race this weekend. We know that there's a lot to be said about Watkins Glen, and it's my favorite road course. So go enjoy it.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. The Finger Lakes is a great place, and keep the fenders on it, keep it on track, and we'll have a good run hopefully Friday.
Well, hopefully nobody sends you up the racetrack. That's yeah. They need to leave you alone. Tell them stay away. Tom Signature Esports says stay the hell away.
10-4.
All right, brother. Good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it, buddy.
You too. It's EJ Aurora coming home. He and Fuller, real life spotters, love him. Good luck to the Units team out there. We appreciate him. Last but not least, big old Brian Macklin back in another podium finish. I like a P3 out of you. I know you were trying to get down into the corner. I know you were trying to make the outside lane move, but man, oh man, top 5 truck all night. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, it could have been a really fun race if we had a few less cautions, but Richmond's always been one of my favorite tracks. I got a couple of wins here in SIM500, so I was obviously looking forward to racing here tonight, and Fuller and Mark just were a little bit quicker than everybody tonight. I couldn't find the speed they had, but it was still fun regardless. Just wanted to try to get a clean race in, get another good finish. I think I'm the points leader now, so that's pretty cool. I don't get to say that very often, so.
I try to keep tabs on the points. I know that we've got provisionals and all kinds of things, drop races, however we want to call it, right? And one of the things that I've noticed is just consistency. And I always talk about being in position when it comes to having a chance to win, or being in position to be consistent. And you're finding so much success over the course of the season. You've got a win already, 3 top 5s, 4 top 10s. Only one bad race that has kind of gone by the wayside there. But you're really showing up, man. This is really cool.
Yeah, and honestly, that one bad race, I was fighting for the win coming off turn 4. That was in Las Vegas. This season could look really good if it weren't for that. Yeah, I mean, consistency has been one of the things I've struggled with for a long time in SIM500. If you look at my Cup season, it's the polar opposite of what I'm doing right now, and I'm digging out of a hole just to try to make the playoffs with a couple of races to go in that series. So I'm trying really hard to figure that part of it out, and be able to just put these races together. And if I'm not fast enough to win, then I take the third or fourth place finish that I can get instead of making a dumb mistake that takes me out of contention altogether, which is the reason why I've been so bad in the points for so long. So just trying to have a different mindset, different mentality, and so far it seems to be working. We're doing pretty good this season.
You know, a lot can be said for, you know, a race like this where it's all right. We've got to reapproach and readjust, and you know, going into next week, we're going to Dover, and then we're following it up with Bristol. So we're going to a little bit bigger track, but it carries a lot of speed, and then we're going to a smaller track that carries even more speed.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Dover. It's my home track, but I'm not very good there when we race. So that's going to be a challenge for me next week. I'm typically very hard on the tires and very bad on the long run. So I've got some work to do if I'm going to keep the top fives and top tens going. But it should be fun. I like Bristol though. I think I won there last year in the trucks. So it should be a good race. A good couple of races after that for me. I'm looking forward to for sure. So I think we can keep this momentum going and try to stay up here towards the top.
That's where you want to be, right? Get that next win, get yourself some extra points. I mean, you got some bonus points already in this series. Man, you're just one more away, and hopefully being able to keep that number one spot. I know it's a big goal. I know next week is going to be a whole lot different. But Brian, you got a P3 finish tonight. Solid performance, and congratulations, man. Give your shout outs. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I got to start by thanking you for doing the broadcast. It's fun to go back and watch these. All the admins for giving us a place to race, and I think we're working on our 10th year at SIM500, so that's really cool that a league has sustained itself for this long. You don't see that very often out here anymore. Obviously, my teammates, congrats to the 1, 2, 3 for us. That was really, really fun getting all of us up there. I hate that Jason didn't have a good race, but we'll get him up there too, and we'll have some good finishes with him as well. And yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, thanks to you again for doing the broadcast, man. It's a lot of fun.
It is. It's my pleasure. You know, we've been live for 34 days straight, and the broadcast just keep me sane after sitting here going, what am I going to do next? I'm running out of ways to entertain people. I don't even know how to juggle.
You do a good job, so thank you.
All right, brother. Congratulations, man. We'll see you. We'll see you next week if we don't see you Friday, and it'd be good.
Yeah, you probably won't be talking to me next week unless some shenanigans happen, but maybe we'll see. It should be fun.
It's Dover. Anything can happen. My first win came off of the leader running out of gas on a C Open in the Truck Series, and that was in Dover at Dover. So, yep, I was good with it. I was fine. It was the way it goes. Brian, much love, man. Congratulations again. We'll see you next week. Go enjoy yourself. A lot of fun.
Yes, sir. You too.
That's Brian Macklin coming home. Number 3. Hard charger tonight is Mr. Stephen Miles. He had the points lead up until just a day or two ago. Actually, yesterday. He came in with the points lead. 1 point separates he and Brian Macklin. So Stephen Miles has been on a good vibe as well. 4 top 5s, 4 top 10s in the first 5 races. And I think if I'm even the race that they're counting, Steven's had a really good season so far. So I think 5th might be his lowest finish. Yeah, it's crazy. These guys are so good. I had some cautions tonight. They really did. But caution's going to happen. Every once in a while, cautions happen. And that is kind of the way things happen. So I would appreciate the drivers. Justin Fuller getting the big old dub. Thank you to Joey. Thank you to WBD Diecast. Again, thank you to SIM500. Get a part of this league. This is a really good league. We have unicorn races. They have unicorn races. Some Chop Chops had unicorn races. I've had unicorn races. You know, good, bad, and ugly. Things happen. So got to stick with it, and this league is one to stick with. Facebook, YouTube, thank you very much. We'll be back with Twitch here in just a moment as we close down this race and show it good. Be good, be safe, be kind, one of the most important factor of life, and we'll see you in the marathon after this. Folks, go over to twitch.tv/63sports and join me over there. I appreciate you. We'll see you soon.